Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Jen Sorensen, and in today's New Year, New Technique soap video, I'm doing something where I am infusing something in particular into my oils. And I want to see what that does to the soap. Does it give it a unique color, a unique scent? Does it impact the lather? What does doing some different things with my oils do to the soap? Why don't we jump in and you can come along on this process with me to see exactly if it does anything at all. And then we'll come right back here to look at the finished product. All right, we're doing something different today, as I've said for the entire month. What I did last night, and the reason I did this last night is I wanted to give things time to cool down. I took about 2 cups. So I used my measuring cup that I always use. This is my essential oil blend in here. I took 2 cups of these calendula petals right here. So I took those, these are dried marigold petals, and I put them in a pot with some olive oil, just my typical olive oil that I use. And I steeped it together and then strained it out. So you can see I've strained it. There's a little bit more is dripped out. I also did it with, where did it go? Here it is. Put in a little bit of orange peel powder. So it was basically infusing my olive oil, which is what you see right here. And it kind of looks like there's some stuff at the bottom. I'm gonna get rid of these petals here. And then I am going to double strain my oil as I pour it into here. But I have a feeling a lot of this is the orange peel powder, which I'm going to put in here anyway. So I'm not really worried about it. What I have in my container is my oil blend except for my olive oil. So I'm gonna put that on and I'm gonna zero things out, and I'm going to put my strainer, yeah, you can still see a few bits of the marigold, but I'm not worried about that. And I'm going to strain this in. So I'm just really curious to see how this turns out. I did quite a bit more olive oil than I'm going to need because I knew it was going to absorb into, there we go. That is what I need. And I do have all the sediment down at the bottom. There's a reason I poured a little bit slow, and that was the reason. So I will use the rest in another batch. And this may just slightly color the batch, probably not a ton. I've got my orange peel powder, and while I have it here, I'm going to add half a tablespoon of it. And it just has a tiny scent of orange, not much. It's a little bitter smelling too, but I don't think it's going to impact the soap at all. So I'm just gonna see what happens here. This soap is going to be 100% natural and not have any colorants or artificial scents or anything like that. I can get that out of the way. And next up, we are going to pour in the lye water before we put in our essential oil blend, because I'm using a blend. This is my own combination of grapefruit and lemongrass. And lemongrass has a tendency to accelerate a little bit. So I'm going to blend this up first, and then I'm going to add it in. Not doing any swirls, I'm not doing anything crazy. I just want to keep this really simple. All right, that came together actually a lot faster than it normally would. So I'm wondering if that had anything to do with it, if the additives, I kind of see some of the flecks of the orange peel powder just kind of suspended within. So let's add in our essential oil blend. And this is going to accelerate it, so. reason I'm doing this is during the holidays, I had a number of people reach out saying, what is a lightly scented soap? Or what is a very mild, gentle soap? All right, this is looking beautiful here. It is well incorporated and it didn't really accelerate too much. I definitely had some room to play. Let me tap that out, get the stick blender into the sink. And let's pour this into our mold here. We will grab our 5-pound brambleberry mold, which just means that this holds 5 pounds of soap. I don't know if you can kind of see here some of these orange specks of flecks from the orange peel powder. It's very subtle. And I'm getting citrusy notes throughout, which is exactly what we want, but again, it's very mild. This is gonna smell kind of soapy. I'm gonna let this sit for a minute, and I think I'm gonna try and, got a few air bubbles here and there, just from blending. I'm not that concerned. I think we need a little bit more here. I'm gonna wait a few minutes and then I'm going to make the top look pretty. We definitely want, with no design on the inside, the top to look really nice. So give me a minute to let this set up. I will bring you back here. We're going to, woo, I should not have moved that because then this happened. I'll bring you back here in a couple minutes to go ahead and make the top look pretty. And then we will put some botanicals on top. You know, the nice thing about this is I really didn't have a ton of stuff to clean, so that was nice. I did scrape out my main container and I have everything in here, so that's why this looks a little bit different. So let's see. Yeah, I think if I just kind of push this to one side, and then I'm gonna have this top over here where I can put some of those marigold petals. And I actually have these really beautiful cornflower petals as well that I thought would be a really pretty contrast between the color of this soap, which is actually just such a really lovely natural color, and it just feels really pretty. Okay, that's good enough. I am gonna pull that off and drop that down. Every little bit counts. You guys know that by now. Okay, let's put a few of these marigold or dry calendula petals on top. All right, let's see what we can do here. We've got a few going, and some of these are gonna come off when I cut the soap. I don't want it overwhelming. It is a little bit messy, but come on, you guys know by now I'm a little bit messy anyway, so. It just suits me. Who am I kidding? And then I have these cornflower petals. Maybe I should have mixed these up beforehand. I don't know. Ooh, I like this contrast of colors. That looks really pretty. All right, let me just kind of tap some of this in so it stays. Just a little tappity tap, tap, tap. Okay, I like that quite a bit. I think that just looks really pretty. Get rid of some of these. I'm not gonna put these on top. And we'll spritz it with some rubbing alcohol, come back and cut into it. And I'll be really curious to see how this sets up and how this cures over time, especially the scent. If the calendula within the olive oil ends up doing anything, yeah, I'll be really curious. So we'll find out. I just wanted to take you down and show you a close-up of these botanicals. And you can kind of see some of the flecks in here of the orange peel powder. Look how beautiful this looks. Like, this just looks so pretty. It'd be really nice for the spring. All right, look who has a new toy. This is a fantastic soap cutter. I need to put some little rubber things on the bottom so it doesn't move around at all. But this soap looks beautiful. It just smells so fresh. It smells just natural and beautiful. I'm gonna turn it on its side here so that the botanicals are not going to make drag marks. So I'm gonna line it up. You can see the marks here along the side. There are some on this side that I'm gonna use to line up. And then I am also going to do that here. I'm gonna scoot this down just a little. This is going to make slightly larger bars than what I have been cutting. And I've let this set a couple days so it's a little firm. And it's gonna make fewer bars per loaf. So instead of 16, I'm gonna get 14. Woo, that is such a fun sound. All right, let me pull some here out the middle, although they're all pretty much going to look the same. There we go. Just very pretty, basic. Like if you think about a lot of simple artisan soap, I feel like this is what you think about. And it seems really nice. I like the little speckles that you can kind of sort of see throughout from the orange peel powder. Still got a good amount of the botanicals on top. That little bit of blue, I think just adds a little something to it. So here you can see 3 of them right here. So these are slightly bigger, and you can see why I like to kind of make the tops a little bit interesting. But yeah, I will check in with you guys really soon in a few weeks to see how the scent holds up and if there's any color morphing. I don't see any really that's gonna happen. This is the end piece that I'll cut up into samples here. But yeah, I've got to finish cutting this up because what's left is this big hunk here that I need to bring back and cut through this as well. So, all right, I will check in very soon, folks. What do you think? This is the finished product, and it's probably hard for you to see here. This darkened a little bit when it's been curing for probably about 3 weeks now in the filming of this. So it's darkened slightly. As far as scent goes, I'm getting the citrus from the essential oils, and I am definitely getting a touch of the floral. Now it's hard to say exactly. I don't think it's from just the petals on top. I really do think that it offered this little bit of a floral note to the soap itself. But to me, this just feels, and I did test out a small sample, kind of one of the ends that I chopped off. I tested it out to see how it lathered, and it lathered very creamy. The bubbles were great. My hands felt clean and smooth, and I really liked how it felt. So I want to know from you, what do you think? Should I try infusing more things in the oils? Should I do more of these all natural soaps? Or do you like me to use some bold, bright colors to create some unique designs? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to like and make sure you're subscribed as well, because we're going to be doing a lot of playing this year and having a lot of fun. Until next time, though, I hope you get out there, create something absolutely beautiful. Have a fantastic day. I will see you real soon.